everyone, I thought I'd do a quick little tutorial of something cool I learned, a neat technique for when you're doing double crochet stitches. I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, when you were first learning the double crochet stitch, you probably struggled with these wavy edges. And this is brought about by doing the usual turning chain that we do. So I'll just show you that. You with a double crochet, you do a turning chain of 3 chain stitches. But the thing about the turning chain is it's formed outside of the first stitch, well, instead of actually being worked into it. And that's why you get those bumpy, wavy edges, because it's outside of the row. So I learned another way. I learned it on YouTube, and I figured I'd show it to you. And also, after I worked with this a few times, I discovered I came up with an easier way to do it, and I'll show you that too. But first, I'll go ahead and show you the way I originally learned it. So what you want to do is you want to pull the loop up so it's a bit longer, just a tad bit longer than a double crochet stitch. So you can compare it to your stitches to get an idea of where it's at. So that's a little bit longer. Then you twist it, so it's easier to manage. Then you hold your finger, and this strand right here forms your middle yarn over loop on your hook. So then you want to go into the stitch, not cooperating, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the last 2 loops. Keeping that yarn over loop on the hook can involve some finger gymnastics and can be kind of hard to do. So I came up with an easier way to do this. Now, before I get into that, let's just go over the basic anatomy of a double crochet stitch. You have 3 loops on your hook. So let's go into the next stitch and let me show you what I mean. So here's your 3 loops. The outer loops are closed loops. See, they're closed, but the middle loop is just an open yarn over loop. It's not fully formed. So that is the basic anatomy of a crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, right? Okay, so that's important because here's what I'm going to show you. So let's do this again. Make sure the loop is long enough to work with, and then twist it. And what we want to keep in mind is this twisted strand right here. That's actually our middle open yarn over loop right there. But instead of trying to wrap it and then do the finger gymnastics to get it in there, we're just going to leave it hanging. And but we'll just keep in mind that this is actually the middle yarn over loop. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to form that loop as we go. So go into the stitch and just leave that strand hanging. Go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, and then we want to go behind that strand and then pull up. And by doing that, we're forming that open yarn over loop as we go. So see, it's right there, and we went through it. And then you pull through the last 2 loops. So that is your double crochet, your first double crochet, and it's worked into the stitch instead of having a chain going outside of it. So I'll show you that again. And you pull the loop out to be a little bit taller than a double crochet. So like that. You twist, and remembering that twisted strand is your middle unformed yarn over loop. Then you go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then go behind that strand and then pull up, forming that middle yarn over loop as you go. And then pull through those last 2 loops. And there you go. That is your chainless starting stitch. And this is the kind of results you get when you use the chainless starting stitch. Notice how much nicer and even and clean the edges are. And yeah, so I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.